Hi guys, welcome back to another video of me talking. Today I have a new backdrop. I put up my Fallout 4 poster. It's kind of hard to see, I don't really have lighting here. I just moved to another side of my bed, and that's about it. I'm closer to my brother, which I'm sure annoys him, but what's he gonna do about it? If he interrupts the recording, then I'll just have to do another take. What are you doing? Oh, he pulled out his box cutter. That's fun.
That's what I'm gonna do about it.
Yeah, okay. The more you interrupt, the more takes I'm gonna have to do. Anyways, long intro again. Today, I'm gonna go through my latest playlist of music and talk about it a little bit. So, I have my tablet down here. I won't show you it too much because it's kind of hard to see, and then you'll see the reflection of my computer in front of me. So, I'm on my tablet, that's why I'm looking down. I made this playlist. This is the 9th playlist. I keep track of them by the time I listen to them. So I what was I listening to in January? I can go like, oh, number 6 or whatever it was. I try to change the rotation of songs in my main playlist every couple months or so. Like I said, I use Apple Music. My mom pays for it. And when I go out, like, biking or when I went to school, which I can't right now, I would download a set amount of music, and I can't have more than, like, a gigabyte, because I don't have that much space on my phone. So that's why I try to rotate so I don't get sick of songs. So, this one was made March 16th, which means I'm due to make a 10th playlist pretty soon. So yeah. I'll just talk through it. This one's comparatively large, so I will skip over some songs. The first 3 are Fall Out Boy songs. If you are watching this and you know me, my favorite band is Fall Out Boy. I never grew out of my middle school emo phase. So the first 3 songs are off of their album Folie à Deux. It was the album they released 2008 before their hiatus. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, and it's very underrated, I think. So yeah, I can't play any of these songs, because then I'll, get copyright striked. Yeah, and that would be kind of lame. The next song is Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. I like Amy Winehouse a lot. If you're younger than me or you just don't listen to that kind of music, you might not know her. She died at the age of 27, and I don't know why I'm smiling, that's not funny. She was like an alcoholic, a drug addict, that sort of thing. And I don't usually think about that, about the artist, their personal life when I'm listening to music. But in the case of Amy Winehouse, it's like there in her lyrics a lot. Like, she even has a song called Rehab. But she has a very, like, soulful voice, very jazzy. The production on her songs are really good, and the lyrics, of course, are based on her real life, so you feel like you know her. The next song is a cover by Nirvana. It's The Man Who Sold the World, which I'm a big fan of David Bowie, so we'll get to that later in the playlist. I can't talk. So they did a cover for MTV Unplugged, and it's great. I really like Nirvana. I miss Kurt Cobain. I wasn't even old enough to, like, see Nirvana, right? I'm 16, obviously. But yeah, that particular cover is really good and means a lot to me. I almost like it more than the original. I think the production choices on the original were kind of weird, and so sound like discount Anthony Fantano, but like with more hair as opposed to no hair. The next two songs are Pierce the Veil songs. Now, Pierce the Veil are kind of controversial in like the emo community, or whatever you want to call it, because their drummer is like a pedophile. It was like a It was like a controversial thing. I want to say last year or maybe 2018. He was like in a relationship with someone my age, and yeah, they never publicly addressed it, and he's still in the band, and so they haven't released since 2016. That being said, while I do not condone the actions of any of its band members, I really like their music. I think Vic Fuentes is a really good lyricist and a really good singer. I like the production. I like the guitars on it especially. So these two songs, one's from their first album and one is from their most recent. And they're both my favorite. So Yeah Boy and Dollface, Today I Saw the Whole World. Those are my favorite Pierce the Veil songs. So check them out if you want. I'm gonna skip over a couple here. So I have Tyler the Creator song. I'm at the risk of sounding like a white girl. I don't listen to rap that much. It has to really compel me for me to listen to it, so I don't find myself like flipping on the rap station on the radio. I'm more alternative. But that being said, I do really like Tyler the Creator. I like a couple Eminem songs. I like Kendrick Lamar, Death Grips. Like, I like good rap. I mentioned Anthony Fantano earlier. If he likes it, I'm bound to like it too. Usually, it depends. Skip a couple more. I like Carly Rae Jepsen because I'm just gay as hell, dude. That's like a requirement, you know? Okay, finally a Bowie song. My favorite David Bowie song is Heroes. It's not his best song. It's like 5 minutes long. It goes on a little too long. But it makes me feel things. It's a very, like, I want to say, like, it's kind of just like a normal rock song. But it has, like, this fantastical element of, like, wanting to be a hero, like a superhero. And Bowie sounds, like, so pained in the bridge section, and it's like, damn. You know? Yeah, so that's my favorite one. It's usually in a lot of my playlists. It's not his best, though. His objectively best song is Station to Station off of the album of the same name. I Will Die on This Hill, like, that's his objectively best album. Yeah, I have opinions about David Bowie. Sorry my hair's in my face, I really need a haircut, but it's not the most important thing in the world right now, so, you'll see me messing with it, because it kind of, like, I have an undercut, right, I have a pixie cut, but, my hair just tends to lean to this side, because, back in my emo days, I would just, you know, do the fringe thing. So it's, like, not even, I don't brush it, why would I? Yeah. I'm not going anywhere trying to impress anyone. Okay, the next song is, Running Up That Hill, which is funny, because I said hill earlier. It's by Kate Bush. It's really good. Kate Bush, Please Step on Me challenge. That's all I have to say about that. A couple songs by The Clash. Some of my music taste is informed by my mom, who is, like, the coolest person I know, and I love her and miss her a lot. Shout out to my mom. That she doesn't watch my YouTube channel, at least I hope not. But, so, as a kid, you know, I would listen to her music, right? She let me use her iPod. When she got ready in the morning, she would play her music on, like, her phone or whatever. And so, like, a lot of that I still listen to today because it reminds me of her. And it's just, my mom has objectively good taste, I think. So The Clash, like, one of the best, I would say the best punk band ever. They made some, like, good pop songs for a punk band. Yeah, if you know anything about punk history, you'll probably have more developed opinions than me. I read like half a book about The Clash and I was like, oh, that's cool. Anyways, so yeah. There's another Tyler the Creator song, Earthquake, of course. It slaps. It's a banger. If you saw the Grammys performance of it, like, damn. There's a song by The Strokes. I'm kind of, this is off of their EP from before this latest album. I'm on the fence about their new album. I liked some of the production choices, but I didn't like the producer. And, yeah, it was a good album, though. Like, I liked the songwriting. The songs were kind of long for me, and that's coming from someone who listened to, like, a 7-minute long song about heroin, so if it's dragging on, you could have cut it down to 3 or 4 minutes, in my opinion. But I did like Julian Casablancas' falsetto. I thought that was really cool, and it's not something you got in other Strokes records. Weezer. Gotta love Weezer. It's off the Blue album. Okay. Janelle Monae is super underrated, and it is ridiculous that she is not more popular. So, Janelle Monae, she was kind of like Prince's protege. She gets a lot of inspiration from Prince. She and Prince were like friends. Prince loved her. And I like Prince a lot. That's another thing I inherited from my mom. And this song in particular, which is my favorite of hers, Make Me Feel, it's like totally Prince, right? It's like, ooh, very, very sexual and like smooth and like a good pop song, you know? Shut the hell your mouth. Yeah, speaking of gay, ABBA is in this playlist because of course it is. Hey Ya by Outkast, the greatest song in history. You know, so I said earlier I'm 16. If you know me, you know that. I'm very much a 16-year-old. So I am the same age as Hey Ya by Outkast. It was cultural reset. I'm gonna stop this at about 15 minutes because I don't want to spend all night uploading this video. And it is midnight and I should be in bed, so 2 more minutes of me rambling and then we're gonna go. Okay, this is an interesting thing to have right next to each other. I usually listen to my music on shuffle. I don't like listening to things in the same order. I get sick of it. And I also listen to music a lot when I'm doing something else, so I just can't be bothered to pick and choose, like, on a song-by-song basis, so shuffle it is. That's what works for me. Yeah. So, a lot of Water Parks. That's another pop-punk band that I'm a fan of. They're an acquired taste, I think. I didn't like them much at first. I thought, oh, this Austin Knight guy is kind of whiny, and these lyrics are kind of cringe, but as I got to know the band better and listened to their back catalog, I was like, okay, I vibe with it. They're just a pop-punk band, in my opinion, but they, on their latest album, Fandom, it had more experimentation with the production, and I liked that a lot. Some people think the rap is cringe. I thought it was okay. And then right next to each other in this playlist is the newest Fall Out Boy song and an older Fall Out Boy song, like right next to each other. So that's funny that I added it like that. So I like the new Fall Out Boy music as pop music. I think it's, it's fun, it's radio friendly. It's still got like that trademark Pete Wentz, snark, cleverness, whatever. But as Fall Out Boy music, I don't know how I feel about it. Like not their first album, but their first, like, major label album, Take This to Your Grave. It's a fantastic punk album, with some pop elements, but, Fall Out Boy's always been a pop punk band, so it's more commercially viable to be pop than punk nowadays, so I get it. Bob Dylan is a good song, though, and speaking of Bob Dylan, there is some of him in this playlist. This is not a controversial opinion at all, but Bob Dylan's vocals suck. So I try to find covers when I can, because it's hard to listen to him sometimes, but his lyrics are very clever, very good. He won a Pulitzer for his songwriting, so that kind of goes without saying. Then I have 4 Fiona Apple songs in a row. I really like female singer-songwriters. Like I said earlier, Janelle Monae, Fiona Apple, that sort of thing. I vibe with it, Maybe that's my, feminist mother side talking, but I think, female singer-songwriters, they're more relatable to me than, just dudes with guitars, But I also, I really like dudes with guitars, it's that's the bisexual experience, isn't it? Every woman ever and, one dude, Anyways, I'm gonna finish off with, it's a bit longer than I said it was gonna go. I'm gonna finish with 2 things I want to talk about. Gorillaz and Gerard Way. two kind of different sides of the spectrum. So first, Gorillaz. I've been listening to them since I was a kid. I think Demon Days came out in 2005, I want to say, and I was, 2. So, Demon Days slaps. The Now was alright. Humans slapped. When it was released in 2016, I was waiting for that release date, and it didn't disappoint. I do think some of the songs could have been cut, just because 20 songs on a record is a bit much, but, Damon Albarn can't resist, collabing with other people, so, yeah. It's a good album. Plastic Beach, C'est Magnifique, We Stand. It kind of suffers that same issue of, it's a bit long, but it's good music. Now lastly, Gerard Way. His solo album is really good, and is very underrated, in my opinion. Hesitant Alien was, my password on a bunch of things for a long time. So the songs here are Millions and No Shows. I love this album, and I wish more people listened to it so I could gush about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because it's 12 a.m. and I've been rambling for almost 20 minutes about just music, and I don't know if anyone cares about that. So yeah. Oh, one more thing. Talking Heads. They're an 80s band. They have some punk roots. They're very experimental. You might have heard Psycho Killer or Burning Down the House. My favorite song right now... Oh, I gotta go back to Gorillaz for a second. Their new Song Machine songs, mwah, they're great. They're really good. Listen to Momentary Bliss. It slaps. I'm still... there's also, Japanese indie bands I've been listening to, because I'm learning Japanese. That's how bored I am during this freaking quarantine. So yeah, there's that. Alright, I'm done. Maybe next week or so, I'm gonna be making a new playlist. I might talk about that, too. Next time, I'm gonna show some of my drawings, because, I'm an artist, I guess. I mean, I take art classes, and I spend pretty much all of my time drawing when I'm not doing other things. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you care. Only a couple people watch these videos. I don't know why I bother. I put my social media in the description if you don't already know me. I'm it's a lot of communism and memes, to be honest with you. But if you want more, like, I guess, content from me and my, chaotic brain, my Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram are where you want to go. So, thank you for watching. I'm about to head out.